Hey guys, good morning. It's not morning anymore. Sorry, this video is a teeny bit late. We just got to go over to Penrose and deliver all the gift cards and notes that the whole church had been undertaking to do a little bit of just shower these teachers with love down the street as they've been working so hard in this time of school being done online and everything. We got to go to Penrose and take all the cards and all the gift cards for all the teachers to appreciate them and hang out with the principal and the art teacher there. It was just fun to have a chance to love our local school, and I know they were just really touched by that we would do that. So that's been what I've been up to this morning. And also before that, I spent some time in the Word, and I wanted to share with you a little bit of what I was reading. I'm going to be in Matthew 18, 23 through 35, and I'm going to read a little bit of what Paul Tripp said about this in his New Morning Mercies. And this is a super famous parable of the wicked servant or whatever, and brought up something that I forget about a lot. And even as I come to this theme of needing to see my own sin and the ways we are forgetful, this one was great for me this morning. So I'm going to read Matthew 18, 23 through 35. Therefore, the kingdom of heaven may be compared to a king who wished to settle accounts with his servant. When he began to settle, one was brought to him who owed him 10,000 talents. And since he could not pay, his master ordered him to be sold with his wife and children and all that he had, and payment to be made. So the servant fell on his knees, imploring him, "Have patience with me, and I will pay you everything." And out of pity for him, the master of the servant released him and forgave him the debt. But when the same servant went out, he found one of his fellow servants who owed him 100 denarii, much less. And seizing him, he began to choke him, saying, "Pay what you owe." So his fellow servant fell down and pleaded with him, "Have patience with me, and I will pay you." He refused and went and put him in prison until he could pay the debt. When his fellow servants saw what had taken place, they were greatly distressed, and they went and reported to their master all that had taken place. Then the master summoned him and said, "You wicked servant, I forgave you all the debt because you pleaded with me. And should not you have had mercy on your fellow servant as I had mercy on you?" And in anger his master delivered him to the jailers until he could pay his debt. So also my heavenly Father will do to every one of you if you do not forgive your brother from the heart. And the call here is to remember, and how quickly we forget how much we've been forgiven when we go out to deal with other people. Here's what Paul Tripp said about it. We can be so forgetful. We can all fail to remember the magnificence of the love and mercy that has been showered down on us. We can all forget that we never could have earned or deserved the best things in our lives. They are only ours by means of grace. Here's the problem. To the degree that you forget the grace that you have been given, to that same degree, it is easier for you not to extend grace to others. So, to the degree that you forget the grace that you've been given, to that same degree, it is easier for you to not extend grace to others. To the extent that you forget how much you've been forgiven, to that same extent, it is easier for you not to forgive the people in your life. If you fail to carry around with you a heart of gratitude for the love you've been so freely given, it is easy for you not to love others as you should. It is and always has been true that no one gives grace better than a person who is deeply persuaded that he needs it himself, and that it has been graciously supplied by a God of mercy. You know, how true is that? I forget. I get on Facebook or wherever, and I see stuff that I just find problematic, and it can be easy to judge. It can be easy to be angry. It can be easy to want to blast somebody, or even in person. So much hasn't been done in person lately. But I forget my own sin and how much I've been forgiven, how much I needed it. And we know our own thoughts, just as we talked about yesterday in Sunday school or community time. Oh, God knows our hearts, and he knows the sins there, and he's forgiven it all. And I need to be mindful of that. So yeah, great passage to spend some time on. Matthew 18, 20, 23, 32, 22, whatever I read. Spend time meditating on that today. And what is it that you need to be remembering of the forgiveness you've been given to help you interact with other people? Who has it been hard to interact with? And you need to remember God's grace. So hope that's encouraging, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night for Bible study, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.